whatever is corresponding to that. So the first click will show it in descending fashion, another click will show it in ascending fashion, and the third click will restore it back to the default order.
Yeah.
So this is the current state of your data in the data source. So tomorrow these sales values will change. So for bookcases, some other value will come. For envelopes, some other will come. Some would be sold more suddenly, subcategories. Some will be sold less. That changes will happen in your data source. And when you are connecting to that new data source, whatever you are applied the sorting on this workbook, it will automatically update based on that data. Again, you need not go and do these actions again. So if you have put
Okay.
it in descending order, this visual, always it will show in descending order. Even if the values of the measures change, it will automatically update and it will show this descending fashion.
Okay.
So then there is other way, that is sorting the specific fields only in the visualization. So I want to sort subcategories. So what is happening here is the sorting is done for dimensions only. Whatever sorting you are doing, it is sorting the dimensions. You cannot sort a measure.
Okay.
You are sorting the values of the measure for the category, subcategory, for the dimension subcategory. So what actually you are doing sorting is you are sorting your subcategory only.
Okay, not the skill.
You're not sorting. You cannot sort a measure.
Okay, major.
You can
Okay,
only sort a dimension.
got it.
So the dimensions were arranged in the descending order of the sales value for the subcategory. The subcategory was again, when we sorted the other click, it was sorting the subcategories based on the values of the measure. And then the default order was it was sorting the dimensions, that is subcategory only, by the data source order, which is by default the alphabetical order of the header values. That's what was happening. So you are doing sorting of only dimensions only. So we can only sort dimensions. So whenever you are in a visualization and you have dimensions, then you can select a particular dimension and you can then sort that particular dimension. So here what I'll do, I'll take this subcategory. So we are already here, and we can right click on it and you'll get the sort option, or you can hit this drop down, then also you'll get the same menu, that is sort. So you'll click
Okay.
on sort. When you click on sort, you will get this sort dialog box.
Okay.
If you see, it is shown sort order is ascending and it is sorted by data source order. So the data source order we have seen already in the when we were in that creating a folder, that structure I was talking about, group by data source. It was what it was doing. The data source order was alphabetical value of the headers. So when it was sort order is ascending and sort by data source order, so it has just taken the names of that subcategory, and ascending its meaning is from A to Z. So default is in this structure. So if I change, keep the same thing, that is sort by data source order, I'll keep the same structure, and I say descending, then it is coming in Z to A format. T, S, T, M, L, M to up to A. Did you get the point?
Yeah. Yes.
So the data source order was your header name values, and ascending means here it is doing A to Z format, and descending means it is doing in Z to A format. This is the default thing as of now here. So ascending would, like, if it is if you take like alphabetical order, it is like A to Z, and if it is like in terms of values, it is like numerical values, then ascending will be like sorting it from least one to most values, or low to high, and descending would be from high to low. So we have already seen this data sort order, and here in this case, even alphabetic will give result the same kind of action only, since the data source order was already in the alphabetical manner. So I'll change it to descending alphabetic and say apply. The same thing is happening.
Okay. Yeah.
So next thing is field. So you will select this field option, and this will sort the data based on the values in some other field. So for example, if we select sort by sales field, this is the one that is already there, so it is sales. And you can also mention the aggregation here, so it's sum by default. If you don't want sum, you can also say average also, and
Okay.
then you can mention what kind of aggregation it is, whether it is ascending aggregation or descending aggregation, low to high or high to low. So I'll say low to high. We'll see what will happen. So can you see
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
what is happening here is it is not actually sorting by the sum of sales. It's actually doing the average of sales. So the values are different if you see
Correct.
here.
Uh-huh.
Not exactly ascending in terms of sum of sales, but it
Yeah.
is ascending in terms of average sales.
Yeah.
So instead we'll change it to average. So see what is actually happening. Now you get it.
Yep.
Okay.
In terms of sum of sales, this is not the ascending order, but in terms of average of sales, it was the ascending order.
Okay. So, sir, the calculation which we show, how you are showing, like this sorting method, could be
Yeah,
different from what we are showing on the canvas, right?
correct, correct.
Okay.
These could be some requirements. Sometimes the users will be asking. So it is
Yeah.
not necessarily that they want to sort it by sales only. So they could say, I want it by profit always, whatever the dimension you are placing. I want it to be always sorted by the average profit.
Okay.
So it need not be seen on the visual, whatever measure. The profit need not be shown, but the sorting should always be happening by the average of profit, either ascending or in a descending fashion. So in those cases, you can use this sort dialog box for that particular dimension. Select your field, select your aggregation, whatever is required, and you can change it. And next thing is sometimes a rare case only, you might need to do in a manual fashion. Instead of using these predefined ways, that is either
Uh-huh.
alphabetical sorting or sorting it based on the fields using aggregation. Instead of that, you might say, I want to do it physically. I will put tables on the top always, like that. You have a requirement. I'll put table manually. I'll drag it and drop it over here, and I'll say apply. So table will always be coming up, no matter what
Okay.
is it sales, whatever is profit. I'll always put tables on the top.
Okay.
And if you want to clear that sort, you can again right click or drop down, and you can clear that sort by going to that. Sorry, where is this? On the dimension, you can go and you can clear the sort. So
Okay.
whatever sort you have put is gone. So if you are on a measure and you are doing this right click, you won't have the sort option. So you can't sort a measure. Only thing you can sort is a dimension.
Dimension.
Because
Okay.
as we have seen in the concept, right, in dimension and measure. So dimension is the one that is actually adding the level of details. That is the one which is describing the data. Without a dimension, we don't know what that measure is. So how can it sort it based on what?
O-
Because that
Okay.
splitting is not happening, right? So here now we know for each subcategory what is the particular sales. Then it can say what it is sorting. Then it is 1 2 3